UCF Soccer and Track Stadium, the site of one last showcase. The All-Stars in Orange County and Seminole County. It is the boys' Senior Soccer Classic presented by United World Soccer. They are playing for the Counties Cup. So glad to have you along. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, joined by Tom Traxler once again, and we are at a soccer and track facility here at UCF. It is very appropriate because Orange and Seminole County, we could have a track meet tonight.
Yes, I said that. I said, you know, these kids are so quick, it's going to look like a track meet. How apropos, we're actually standing on a track, Jeff.
It is perfect, and perfect for you. You're the head coach at Winter Park. Two of your players are going to feature in this one. Noah Singyagwe at first.
Well, yes, I mean, talk about speed and talk about a goal scorer. His best memory of high school is going to be 2016 state semifinal game-winning goal with 20 seconds left to go to knock out Cypress Bay. He's got speed, he's got finishing ability, a difference maker.
He and Roman Giuseppe going to be headed off to West Point. Sir, yes, sir.
Well, that's a good thing, but I don't know if they're going to change the military or the military is going to change them, Jeff. I'm probably going with the latter. Roman Giuseppe, strong midfielder, good in tackle, calm, good holding presence in the central midfield, but also gets forward, picks runs well, and can score goals.
Well, Seminole County going to be brought to you by the letter L, Liam and Lyman. Liam Worley going to be headed off to Loyola Chicago. He's a heck of a player from Seminole County.
Yes, absolutely. He's a fantastic, he's a real true number 8, a box-to-box midfielder, a good ball winner. This year at Lyme, 13 goals, 7 assists. I expect him to be a bulldog in the midfield tonight, Jeff.
It's going to be a little preview for Jordan Katz. Going to be playing it right here for UCF.
Well, yeah, he's getting a chance to get comfortable with his new confines next year. 7 goals, 13 assists this year for a very talented Seminole squad that had a deep run in the state playoffs. He's going to find a lot of great space on the left side. Loves to find the wide areas, serves in a fantastic ball as well.
The high school soccer season comes to an end tonight on Spectrum Sports. It's the Senior Soccer Classic. Seminole versus Orange. Kickoff is next.
We understand the value of hard work. We know great things don't happen overnight. We believe the greatest achievements are the ones you earn. With every appointment, every call, every mile. We get up earlier. We work harder. Because connecting you to what matters to us. That's who we are. Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be.
What you live for lives here. You're watching Spectrum Sports.
Back on the campus of the University of Central Florida, it's the United World Soccer Senior Boys Soccer Classic. Orange County taking on Seminole County. As we get set for kickoff, it will be a Seminole in the blue and coached by Michael McAvoy, head coach for Hagerty. You have 6 of his players on this roster. They had a fine season once again.
He's done a great job at Hagerty. He's done a lot of historic things with that program, and he's really led them to new heights.
On the other side, Mark Higdon of Freedom, one of the more talented teams in the last 10 years in Orange County.
But again, a gentleman who's done a great job with the program. They've won 3 of the last 4 of the last 5 district championships, and this year won probably one of the most difficult districts anywhere in the state. So again, talking about a guy who's done, these are 2 guys, Mark Higdon and Michael McAvoy, who have done great jobs with their programs.
We talked a little bit, Tom, in a girls game as Orange got their 4th straight victory in the series. Seminole 2 in a row before the draw last year. There's certainly a joy to coach in this game if you're Coach Higdon or Coach McAvoy, but there's a challenge in getting everybody some time, but also putting the right parts together.
Yeah, balancing it out and trying to figure out, who would go well together, maybe grouping players that play together on their high school team. There's certainly quite a few from Hagerty, so you'd probably want to play them together. Quite a few from Cypress Creek on the other side for Orange County, so you want to play them together. But as I've said before, these two guys have best seats in the house to watch one of the most outstanding senior players that I've seen in a long time. I think this one could be very explosive.
So Alex DeRostang will be the referee for this one. It's assisted by Rob Huffam, Abded Kutane, and Elvis Usmanovich.
You are not going to find a much better crew. I would guarantee you could go to a state final and you wouldn't find a crew of referees this good.
We talked in the girls' game early on that Alex DeRostang was doing an MLS preseason game a couple of weeks ago when we last saw him. So that shows you his quality.
And he did a really good job, too. When you watch seasoned professionals, and when he makes a call and they get up and get on with it, they agree with him. And I think he presided very well and kept good control over that game. Not easy to do.
Chris Hagland will start out at keeper for Seminole, one of the 6 Haggard players on the roster. In fact, there are 3 goalkeepers available to Michael McAvoy, so good luck splitting up the time on that one with 2 halves. Joshua Suarez from University High will start in goal for Orange County.
And he is quite good. Had to play against him twice this year, and I think each time we finished the game, I walked up to him and I said, "I hate you," because he's so good. I mean, he made it so difficult for us this year with the things that he did and the saves that he made. He really is a fantastic goalkeeper. I say that with the most tremendous amount of respect for him.
Orange County in white will attack out of the back here. And we expect to see a very pacey game. And doubling back is Aaron Wright, First Academy, the man they call A.A. Ron. That's his nickname that he listed on his info sheet. One way to say Aaron, I guess.
There's going to be some interesting things on these info sheets tonight, Jeff.
Angel Moulton got a touch there from Orangewood Christian from Jeff Johnson's crew, who until this year made the last 2 state championship games in Class 1A. So lots of talent from those championship teams on the field tonight. Held up by Paul Diaz, another Orangewood Christian player. Axel Gunther from Lake Mary there on the ball in the middle. Just deciding where he'll play his collegiate soccer. Gunther wearing number 10. Now playing the through ball on the right side. It's into the 18. Sent into the top. A little swing by Igor Martins. Could not quite get purchase on it. Didn't quite reach him. And it's Gunther. John Ballantyne on the right side. Headed back down, service across, but offside position for Orange County. So a 4-2-3-1 here for Orange County. Does that play to the strengths of the people we see on the field?
I think so. I mean, when you talk about players that love to play in wide areas, players with a lot of pace, it's going to allow fullbacks to get forward. So, and it kind of is a shape du jour, if you will. But I think in a lot of ways you might also see 4-4-2 start to make its way back into the realms of soccer after being away for a while.
Yeah. Beg your pardon, was looking at the wrong roster there. So Melverick Fernandez is in fact the number 10 for Orange County out of Cypress Creek. And we'll come all the way back to Suarez here. And we'll reset things. Seminole in the blue, Orange County in the white. I'll try to remind myself of that this time. Here's Fernandez, the man they call Putt-Putt.
Putt-Putt.
Native of Cape Verde and Portugal. Now Seminole will have a little spell of possession here. This is Dylan Mogadam. Sister was a star player at Oviedo as well. This is Bryson Pink. Seminole work along the right flank here. Angel Moulton. Now Pink along the right side, hassled by Esteban Kango from Cypress Creek, and the Bear gets away.
Cypress Creek get a senior-laden squad this year. Oh, that could be trouble.
Martins from Lake Mary, he's into the box. Off balance and coming out, the keeper Suarez to smother things and put out the fire.
What about Matthew Troutman right there? Matthew Troutman coming back out of nowhere to save this. A little no-look pass. It didn't quite come off, but Igor Martins, he could make you pay. But watch Troutman come in right here. Very timely. He's going to get right in the way before Igor Martins could try to finish.
Matthew Troutman out of West Orange, playing for Scott Fisher. Played in the state finals as a sophomore back in Melbourne, 5A 2 years ago. Game against Freedom, which was just unprecedented. Two Orange County teams playing one another for a state championship.
Oh, it was a shame that they had to meet in the semi.
Oh, it was a semi, be correct. Yeah, it was a semifinal.
It was. But the course took them there, and those were, I remember that year, they were two very good teams.
Long throw. West Orange prevailed in that game.
Penalties.
Yes. Now working along that left side is Scotty Benoit from Haggerty, the diminutive forward. And you'll have a corner kick first of the night here for Seminole.
He was a very dangerous player for Haggerty. Scored lots of goals, and you can see why with that kind of pace. But their step for step was Daniel Pedraza, fine defender from Timber Creek.
Roman.
Bent in, dealt with by Cesar Gonzalez, the defender out of Dr. Phillips, who will be playing collegiately at West Florida next year. Seminole will keep possession. As soon as I say that, they lose it into touch. So Gomez headed it out. Quick restart from the throw for Orange County. And now here comes some of that pace as they leave it to the center. This is Sinyawe, and he'll send it to that far post, and going low was the keeper Haglund.
Noah Sinyangwe had one thing in mind when he got that ball, and that's a very good pass. You see him opening up on his left side. He knew he was going to shoot it. He knew he was going to shoot it. He opened up his body, didn't quite get as much as he wanted on it.
Just kind of turned on the jets and ran at it. There's Fernandez. We'll come back to Moulton, the man they call Flash. He'll be headed over to Eastern Florida to play for our good friend Oliver 12 Trees.
He's getting a good one. Oliver 12 Trees with that great program he's building.
The top junior college program in the country.
Oh yeah.
All his contenders to make the junior college Final Four. Put players in Division I. Trying to get turned around again. You see the danger Igor Martins possessing. And we'll send it in from distance, parried away, and it'll be a corner kick as Suarez just poked it out.
Igor Martins, man, is he dangerous. And he pops in all kinds of places, giving you a hard time. But Josh Suarez, fantastic save off the effort because it was dipping. Yeah, he wasn't going to hold it, so he made a good decision to parry it wide.
Suarez going to Daytona State, a new rival of Eastern Florida who we were just talking about. Knocked them out a couple of games this year. Rising power at that level. And the focus there is to get those guys to the Division I or the four-year school, and they do that. And it'll be an Orange County throw deep in their own half. This is Moulton. Check that Sinyawe. He's dropping a little deeper than you usually see him,
when
right?
he gets, I've seen him score from just those positions. I've seen him literally knock the ball big, catch up the other end, get another touch, and then he's on top of your goal. Again, there's just so much pace out on display. Igor Martins, Noah Nyangwe suddenly see a tremendous amount of pace on the pitch right now.
Park Wildcat back there, Roman Giuseppe. Future teammates at the U.S. Military Academy, West Point. How did they pick that? You know, where does that come from? They were two free-spirited kids.
That's a good way to put it, Jeff. But they're two great young men, and very proud of them. Maybe offside? Nope.
Trying to ask some questions there.
And that's what you have to watch out for right there. Look at that pace.
And Haglund quickly making a decision there.
And that's all you have to do. One little ball behind, and suddenly C.S. Noah Sinyangwe, they can make you pay. And at the other end right now, Igor Martins can do the same thing.
Bryson Pink behind his Foot now. Oh, how about that ball? On the right side. A Kemp from Freedom. Service with a smile back in. Dealt with by Liam Worley, who we talked about in our open.
That's a great, well-weighted pass by Roman Giuseppe.
Guy who can play all over the field. And now he's advancing forward to the feet. Cross is on its way, and it trickles in. The flag is up on the far side, though. Not so fast, my friend.
Good pass. Good looking pass by Roman Giuseppe, finding Aaron Wright. Aaron Wright. Aaron on that one. just a little bit off. Maybe, I don't know. Close. But I'm not arguing with this official.
Dropping back. Bryson Pink from Winter Springs. He switch and send it straight up Route 1. Coming back to Suarez. On the 10-minute mark. Play 2 40-minute halves. And the touch throw to Seminole County. They won 2 of the last 3. Last year was a draw. If there's a draw in regulation here tonight, we'll go straight to shootout.
There will be no draw tonight. Let me make that prediction right now. It will go to a shootout, and we will have a winner tonight.
On the move.
This is what he does well right here. You see him just knock it by and get past that defender.
Sinyangwe to the byline, sends it back. Heel goal, Orange County. Yowza. What a pull in.
Well, if this was at the Greyhounds, you'd say, here comes Rusty.
Sonley Seus from Oak Ridge, the man they call Sonley Boy Solo.
And he finished with a plum. Good looking finish. Watch this. Noah Sinyangwe racing to the byline. Lovely little touch back. And there's Sonley Seus outside the boot with style. And then he gives a nice kiss to the heavens.
Kenny Coutain, sure all smiling ear to ear after seeing that young man score the opener here.
He is a handful, Jeff.
Yeah,
he is a handful for anybody because he's strong and he's got pace. When you have that kind of strength and pace and you're running at people, it's unsettling.
Assist to Sinyangwe. Saw that pace. You already predicted that.
Oh.
Orange County are in the ascendancy. Someone can change that quickly. And Melvert Fernandez cleans up the mess. Orange is struck first in this game as well.
This one's early. Again, I'm always rooting for a draw.
Giovanni Quiroz, lineman, tracked back there.
A draw that would take us to the shootout. I think it's one of the most exciting things you do if the game ever ends in a draw.
Moulton. Service into the box. Take this into the corner, trying to cause some problems. John Ballantyne from Haggerty. And Matthew Troutman.
He was determined there, Matthew Troutman. Had himself in a spot of trouble, but his determination found his way out.
Giuseppe playing the ball forward, and that will roll to the keeper, Haglund. Let's delve in a little bit. If we do have this shootout, this is not penalty kicks.
Nope.
Much different. It's if you remember the old NASL, when the United States soccer fan base, and
even the early throws of MLS.
Oh, yeah, exactly. When we wanted to change the game, right? But it was one of those inventions that actually was exciting. Just the rest of the world didn't share the view.
I think if you showed it the rest of the world, I think it's a better way than penalties any day of the week, month, or year, because it's a little more skill on the part of the shooter. It's a little more skill on the part of the goalkeeper. It evens things out.
So you get,
and it's exciting. You get 5 seconds. You're 35 yards away from the goal, and you got 5 seconds to put it in.
certainly levels the playing field as far as the PK. Gives the goalkeeper a little bit more of a chance to cut down the angle, and you can use your skill, not just kick it left or right. Here's Seminole now on move. Center of the park, Bryson Pink makes the turn. Find an outlet. It's still in Mogadam from Oviedo. Moulton. Well, a little zig when the other wanted to zag. Now Orange back on the ball. Aaron Wright. All night. Giuseppe. He was Atlanta City Academy player.
That's right. There's quite a few players that sometimes go to the academy, and by the time they're senior,
they miss the high school game.
Well, I think a little bit they do. I do.
Yes.
Going forward inside the box. Creating havoc again is Sius.
Come on, Bryson.
Service into the area. Races on is Esteban Congo.
It's going to stay in
down. Pink had to do well with it. Igor Martins. A little tug of a jersey. Boy, the two teams want it, you can tell. We are here at the UCF Soccer and Track Stadium. Good crowd on hand for this 2017 edition of the Senior Soccer Boys Classic. Orange County girls prevailed 3-0. And their win streak to 4 in the series.
4 straight. It's starting to become a dominance there. At least in this game. Certainly dominance on the girls' side. You have to talk about Oviedo High School and their 2 straight state championships.
Half bicycle, and there's the equalizer.
Good finish.
And they wanted to celebrate.
There's
goal scored there by number 16, John Ballantyne from Haggerty.
And I love the goal celebration with the slide. So Bryson Pink has a good look up, and then it was Igor Martins trying with the scissors.
He meant to do that. He meant to get the keeper to come out.
He did. And look at this. What style. Now, if I did that, I'd break both my knees.
Or tear something.
That was a great finish. He finished that quite calmly.
FKK product plans to play in Scotland's biggest memory, advancing to a district final. Oh, another tipped over the bar. Boy, don't look away from the field, or you're going to miss something.
Now, this is what you like. This is why you come to one of these All-Star games. Have a look at this. Braden Kemp comes up, and Chris Haglund very smartly flicking it right over the crossbar. He said, I got it covered. I'm cool.
Just saw Kenny Coutain come up, give us a hi. Head coach at Oak Ridge, who saw his player score the opening salvo for Orange. But it's level now, 1-1. About 17 minutes in, corner kick to the far post. Bounces inside the 18. And it will come out that far side, right halfway. And it will roll out. Come back to Orange County on the throw-in. There'll be no shutout in this game.
Nor do you want one.
No. Let's see if fireworks.
I think when you pay your money to come to this, you want to see goals, and you just might.
On the move again. Troutman standing things up again. Pedraza that time for Timber Creek. Oh, wow. Nice bit of interplay. It is 2-1. Igor Martins. 2-1 Seminole.
Was that pretty? And again, another very calm finish. He just comes inside. Ooh. Lovely little 1-2 with Scotty Benoit. Gets the ball back. And just as pretty as you please, tucks in the far corner.
Benoit the assist. You want them to have fun. That is the whole idea of this.
Well, look, he plays the ball in and continues his run. And Scotty Benoit smartly, very smartly, just puts the ball right back in his path.
Martin's definitely a future college player, still weighing the options. He's got a lot of choices to pick from. Moved to the U.S. from Brazil. And we'll always remember that game-winning PK he had in the district final last year. Most of these guys, he like the most, are first-team all-Seminole Athletic Conference players that make this game.
I was going to say Igor Martins reminds me of a Brazilian-type player.
Yeah.
So
very thoughtful.
How weird. He actually is from Brazil.
And able to save it. Orange County went from 1 up to 1 down. Span 2 minutes.
I think if I was manning the scoreboard, I'd just keep my fingers near those buttons because I think it's going to change quite frequently.
We'll have a water break here in the next couple of minutes. Halfway through the first half. 40-minute halves here. A lot of excitement in this one. So it took us, 60 minutes to have 3 goals in the girls contest. It's taken us all of 20 here tonight.
Not even.
18 minutes.
That's what can happen with the speed that you got. I mean, there's different types of speed. There's physical speed, mental speed, technical speed, tactical speed. It's all on display here.
Wide open. Changing pace is Worley, who we talked about pre-game. Worley out of Lyman. And a golden goal against Lake Howell in districts as a junior. Big surfer, Liam Worley, by the way. And here is the water break. Took a little timeout with them to catch our breath for 3 goals in the first 18 minutes. And Seminole has the 1-goal lead, 2-1 here at the Senior Soccer Classic.